Hello, brothers and sisters. A warm welcome to Investigate. I'm Avatar Lahiru, your guide in this series. Nice to see you again. Today, let us look at our third substantive topic, which is on inflation. Have you noticed how your grocery bill keeps getting higher, even when you buy the exact same things? That is inflation in action. So, what exactly is inflation? Inflation simply means that the purchasing power of money decreases. In other words, each rupee buys fewer goods and services than before. For example, if a loaf of bread cost 100 rupees last year and costs 120 rupees this year, that 20% increase in the price is inflation. Okay, so how do we measure it? Economists use what's called a Consumer Price Index, or CPI. The CPI is based on the total price of a basket of goods and services that an average household consumes, things like food, clothing, transport, and healthcare. Over time, the items in this basket can change, depending on how people's spending habits change. In Sri Lanka, the Department of Census and Statistics is the official agency that publishes inflation figures. It compiles two main CPIs, the Colombo Consumer Price Index, CCPI, which measures price changes in urban areas of the Colombo district, and the National Consumer Price Index, NCPI, which measures price changes in the entire country. DCS publishes inflation in three different ways. 1. Year-on-year, YOY, inflation, the percentage change in prices compared to the same month in the previous year. 2. Month-on-month, MOM, inflation, the percentage change in prices compared to the previous month. 3. 12-month moving average inflation, the average inflation over the past 12 months compared to the same 12-month period earlier. Now remember, there are also some important terms related to inflation. Disinflation means inflation is still positive but rising at a slower pace than before. Prices are still going up, just more slowly. Deflation means the overall price level actually falls. Inflation turns negative. This can be harmful, as falling prices often discourage production and economic growth. So, now that we understand what inflation is, let's look at what causes it. According to the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, CBSL, there are three main causes. First is demand. When people want more goods and services than the economy can supply, then prices are pushed up. Second is supply. If supply of goods and services decrease, for example, because of shortages, poor harvests, or higher production costs, then prices also rise. Third is the exchange rate. When the rupee loses value against other currencies, imported goods become more expensive, and that cost gets passed on into domestic prices. And why does this matter for us? Because inflation touches every household. Families need more money to buy the same groceries. Workers may demand higher salaries just to keep up. Businesses face higher costs for raw materials. And if you keep your savings in cash, they lose value over time. So inflation is not just an abstract number. It's one of the most powerful forces shaping our daily lives. It quietly determines how far our salaries stretch, how much we can save, and what we can afford. So think carefully about how inflation can affect your life. In the next video, we'll look at another factor that changes our financial reality. That is the exchange rate, or the value of our rupee compared to other currencies. Thank you for listening. See you in the next video.